separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on, there would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
That maybe that's not y'all know, but the one besides Keish that I always talk about, and every time I see him, I tell him thank you. Because it wasn't like we was enemies or what, we didn't hang out together. Was 50 Cent, Mr. Curtis Jackson.
Wow.
Y'all wanna know what really gets on my nerve, that grinds my gears, grinds them so bad, is that when y'all think I give it. Listen to me. I do not give a...
This drama is becoming unmanageable. Everyone, let's just say that 50 Cent is acting as the ultimate provocateur, while Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields are teasing one another, and Papoose is being pulled into the midst of the commotion. His comments are as jumbled as always, but what's actually going on? Let's break it down completely because this story is really crazy. It all began when 50 posted a wild message on Instagram, warning Clarissa Shields, the accomplished boxer caught in the midst of all this chaos, to keep everything digital and not to fight Remy. He wrote, "Whatever." When 50 warned that Remy might receive the blick, he wasn't joking. As we all know, he doesn't mince words. He even recapped Remy's infamous 2007 incident, in which she was imprisoned for pulling the trigger. But this is where it gets crazy. Remy didn't take this lying down. She retaliated, and the situation spiraled out of control. Now, let's get into the real tea that has everyone talking. Remy posted some supposed text messages between Papoose and his alleged new girlfriend, world boxing champion Clarissa Shields, on Instagram. And they were messy. Everyone.
What is going on with Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa Shields? Like, I woke up this morning and I saw that Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields are going back and forth on Instagram. And then, I guess Remy Ma caught Papoose and Clarissa on the phone falling asleep together and stuff.
You are the one who is married. So if you can at least sleep with me over the phone or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a huge issue to let me know you made it home safely. However, this is where it gets juicier. Clarissa apparently seemed frustrated in the text. In addition to posting the statement, Remy captioned the image with her own thoughts. Papoose dozed down as Clarissa Shields was lying in my house. He won't leave this be *******, who was supposedly a world champion boxer, and she hung up as soon as she heard me. Now that I'm sharing everything, you're not alone, baby girl. Yes, Remy accused Clarissa of spreading false information to harm her reputation while Papoose appeared to be a hero on her Instagram stories. But she wasn't finished yet. Remy wrote, "This woman knows Clarissa Shields and that sorry publicity team have been spreading false information about me every day to make me look bad and him look like God's gift. For too long, I pleaded with Papoose to stop the story, but he insisted that the best course of action was to keep quiet. I'm tired. And here's the knockout punch. He said he would never ***** you because you're ugly. But don't worry. I saw everything, and the world will see it. Because you're so tough." Clarissa swiftly clapped back, stating, "A woman with 2 boyfriends is upset with a man who has a girlfriend? Naturally. Why are you tagging me if I'm not the only one?" Retorting once more, Remy wrote that she's not out here juggling boyfriends. "Hey, Miss Shields, I'm a one-boyfriend woman, just like I was a one-husband woman. And I'm a good woman at that, which is why men just won't go." She further disparaged Clarissa by saying, "Oh, and he's never going to buy you anything because he thinks is the prize. He's a taker, not a giver. And I'm the one with the bad lucks." Remy continued, "I'm not even mad. Actually, I'm very happy, and that's why your boyfriend is mad." She added, "Playing with me? Because I'm not the enemy you want. Oh, and you mentioned feeling foolish, but you also look foolish." Now, while Remy and Clarissa were busy exchanging jabs, Papoose chose to interrupt and correct the situation from his perspective. He stated that Remy is simply upset that he has finally moved on and that he has repeatedly requested a divorce. Although he didn't mince words when discussing his frustrations with the back and forth, his charge that Remy is deceiving truly grabbed attention. The story he suggested is that the reason she's upset is that he's leaving, and this is where things get even more sinister. Remy continued, claiming she had audio evidence to support her claims that Papoose had threatened to call the police on her and even accused him of physical abuse. Just when we thought it couldn't get much worse, Papoose intervened and completely changed the story, saying that Remy was the one who was unfaithful and that he had been attempting to divorce her for months. Papoose then took to social media to attack her.
Remy was dealing with a battle rapper named Easy the Block Captain, and at one of the events, because she has this battle rap league, Chrome 23, and she hosts these rap battles, and at one of the rap battles, allegedly she was hugged up with battle rapper Easy.
Didn't stop there, though. He openly accused Remy of spending Christmas 2023 cuddling with battle rapper Easy the Block Captain. Pap didn't hold back, calling her out as a narcissist and declaring that he was done being silent. His caption read, "While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy was. Now that I've finally moved on. She's angry and making up lies." Pap wasn't finished, though, claiming that Remy begged him to lie about knocking out Easy. Apparently, Pap knocked out Easy, and Remy wanted to hide it. He added, "She kept pleading with me to lie about the knockout in the messages I still received. But it doesn't matter because Easy didn't return the hit." Since Don is quite affectionate toward Papoose, this entire circumstance must have seemed like the greatest betrayal. Remember, this man held Remy down during some of her worst years. Pap was a true support system for her during her time in prison, taking care of her son, visiting her frequently, and teaching everyone what it meant to be ride or die.
Remy and Papoose, as black love couples, we've been on that for years. Pap held Remy down while she served 6 years in prison. She ain't had nothing to worry about because he held everything down from her son to the home and everything. When she came home, everything was cool. After that, things got a little rocky. Last year,
People looked up to them as a power couple and the embodiment of black love at one point, especially after Remy left. They seemed to pick up where they left off, and people admired Papoose for being faithful for 6 long years and for helping Remy get her life back on track.
Like, there was like a light bulb moment when it went off over my head, like, oh my God, he's the one. But I did notice that he was different from, other.
However, Pap's discovery that the woman he maintained for years supposedly cuddled up with the block captain over Christmas had to be devastating. To make matters worse, now that Pap has allegedly moved on with a younger woman, Remy is out here feeling resentful. He talks about making things worse for Papoose, as if everything he built with Remy came crashing down. From being the ideal couple symbolizing steadfastness and loyalty to now sharing this much tumultuous drama online, it's safe to say that nobody anticipated this to be the conclusion of their romance.
So, I got one of them here tonight, but hold on. Happy birthday.
Don't trust your brother. Don't even trust your mom.
At this point, Clarissa Shields enters the conversation, and rather than simply responding with words, she challenges Remy to a real fight. In a series of scathing posts, Clarissa told Remy to show up for a real fight. She wasn't just talking trash, though. She used the entire feud to promote her upcoming fight in Flint, Michigan, on February 2nd, 2025. As if that weren't enough, she also promoted her Christmas Day movie. Clarissa added, "Come get a whooping. Crash Out vs. Clarissa Shields vs. Il Real REM on February 2nd, Inside the Fire." Now, let's face it, this is the kind of promotion that only Clarissa Shields could pull off. Remy, on the other hand, didn't back down either, continuing to go back and forth with the boxing champion. Meanwhile, Papoose sat back and responded to the chaos with a cool but shady vibe. Fans couldn't help but notice how calm Pap seemed in the middle of all this drama, as if he already knew how it would play out. Some are even speculating that Papoose is allowing all of this to happen in order to finally end the chapter with Remy. Papoose is making it apparent that he's done playing nice. Let's get to the point. Some believe that Pap is relishing the attention, knowing that the internet is solidly on his side. Following his charges, Remy hasn't exactly had a spotless past. If you were unaware, back in 2007, Remy's life took a significant turn when a fallout with her former friend, Makeda Barnes-Joseph, escalated outside a nightclub in Manhattan. Makeda was shot in the torso after the drama allegedly began over $3,000 that Remy thought had been stolen from her purse. Remy insisted it was an accident, but the prosecution didn't believe her. In 2008, she was found guilty of illegally possessing a weapon and attempting to coerce someone, and the judge sentenced her to 8 years in prison. Remy has consistently maintained her innocence despite the conviction.
Really happened?
What do you mean?
Like,
what really put you there? What really?
It really was an accident that happened. I was out.
But she can't really talk about it in details.
But I can, not in details, but I can pretty much say I was out with people like that are not my friends.
During an interview on the
Hawaii addressed the matter on the Wendy Williams show, stating, "I didn't shoot anyone. Do you guys really think every time the judge and jury got it right? Every single time? No, they didn't." Fast forward to 2014. Even though Remy spent 6 years in prison at the Bedford Hills Correctional Facility for Women in New York, she didn't miss a beat. Instead, she returned to the game and regained her place in the hip-hop industry as a boss. But Remy has always been honest about how prison influenced her life. She told the Fader that in the last 15 years as a rapper, the majority of that time was spent in prison rather than in the free world, and those experiences still affect her. She said she will never forget what she went through and the people she left behind.
In this court.
You going with him now?
I agree with
Goes beyond the shooting incident that occurred in 2007, not to mention what transpired in 2019. Remy's temper has gotten her into problems on multiple occasions. Remy was arrested in New York City when love and hip-hop artist Brittany Taylor allegedly claimed Remy attacked her at a benefit performance. According to reports, the altercation broke out in the green room at Irving Plaza, and Brittany ended up hurting her right eye.
Remy Ma, she has bailed out of jail. She actually is saying, and I'm gonna tell you the whole story. She was in custody because she allegedly punched Brittany Taylor at the concert that went down for Pretty Lou.
Brittany didn't take this lightly either. She went straight to the police, got herself hospitalized, and even asked them to keep all the surveillance footage from that night. It was said that she was getting ready to file a civil lawsuit against Remy, but Remy couldn't just ignore this one. She actually turned herself into the police, who charged her with a misdemeanor. Remy insisted she was innocent, but the entire incident added another mark to her already explosive past. Clarissa Shields might want to reconsider before making any more jabs, either in person or online, because it's evident that Remy doesn't back down from a fight, as evidenced by her track record. One thing is certain, though. Even though Clarissa may have her fists ready, Remy always has a point to prove and isn't the one to test. Therefore, when 50 Cent offered his thoughts on the Remy and Clarissa feud, he wasn't just being petty. He was making connections between the dots because he was aware of Remy's past. And let's be honest, it's not unreasonable to assume she could handle herself. Whether his trolling or issuing subliminal warnings, he even made a joke about her background with the 2007 incident should things get out of hand. Some supporters are defending 50 after his remark offended others, claiming that it's simply 50 being 50. Even though some believe he went too far by bringing up old grievances, you can't deny that Remy's past lends a darker undertone to the situation. With 50 Cent keeping things interesting and Clarissa Shields still calling out Remy, and Papoose spilling all the tea, this story is far from over. Please hit the subscribe button and leave a like because we're bringing you more drama straight from the streets. Also, don't forget to check out the next video on the end screen. You won't want to miss it. If you thought this was crazy, we'll be here to break it all down for you. Will Papoose drop even more receipts in response to the fight challenge? In addition to seemingly blowing up her marriage with Papoose, it appears that Remy just messed up her relationship in a way that no one saw coming. Fans thought Remy would just keep her head up and be strong after the breakup, but it appears that she's finding it difficult to keep things together and make things work. In addition to being significantly younger than Remy, Messi, or Papoose's new partner, is also rumored to be expecting his child. The drama doesn't stop there, as rumors circulate that Remy is not taking the news well at all. Some even assert that she has completely lost it over Papoose's new relationship. Now, the question is, was Remy really threatening to pursue Papoose's new girlfriend? And is she genuinely pleading with him to take her back? The latest couple to join this chaotic circus is Remy and Papoose. Rumor has it that Papoose decided to move on after their relationship reached a breaking point, and things have only gotten wilder since then. Let's not forget that Remy and Papoose weren't just another Hollywood fling. They were the model of a strong, unbreakable relationship for 15 years. Let's dive into this tangled web because Hollywood has recently turned into a full-blown soap opera, with people sneaking around on their partners or discovering they've been played. They were not just any couple. They were a representation of black love and tenacity, holding it up for 15 years, demonstrating that true love could flourish in an industry known for breakups that last roughly as long as a TikTok trend. They stood tall as a power couple in a world where celebrity partnerships hardly last 3 to 5 business days. But with the most recent fallout, it seems like even the strongest foundations can break. People truly thought Remy and Papoose were the perfect match. Their romance wasn't just your average Hollywood love story, it was a testament to loyalty, tenacity, and unwavering dedication, especially given how Papoose supported Remy during her time in prison. Now, fans are struggling with the fact that black love is over, supposedly because Remy was unable to maintain it. A family and 15 years of love and commitment are all falling apart due to dubious decisions. Fans are in shock because Remy and Papoose were not just any famous couple. They were the ones that everyone cheered for, giving them hope that true love could endure even the most trying circumstances. The best part is that Papoose lived his loyalty to Remy, showing a level of commitment that most people could only imagine. Not to mention that Papoose stood firm when Remy was imprisoned in 2008 for shooting someone. While most partners may have folded under pressure, Papoose stepped up his dedication. He wasn't just there for her emotionally. At one point, he even risked his own freedom by attempting to enter the prison with a skeleton key in order to maintain their relationship. When he was caught, he didn't back down or let it break him. As punishment, the authorities prohibited him from visiting Remy for 6 months. However, that didn't stop him for a second. As soon as the prohibition was lifted, Papoose was back in her corner, supporting her in any way he could. Even while Remy was still serving time, he continued to be there for her. In 2008, Papoose proposed, making the quintessential romantic gesture, and they were married, strengthening their connection even though they were physically separated. Papoose's gestures weren't merely symbolic. Rather, they demonstrated a love so great that it could endure anything, or so we all believed. If that's not what commitment is all about, I'm not sure what is. Papoose held it down for Remy like no one else, demonstrating from the start that his love for her was unwavering. However, things got even more amazing after their 2008 prison wedding when Remy still had 6 more years to serve. Let me stress that for the entire 6 years, there was not a single rumor that Papoose was going out or having affairs. No gossip. No scandals. Nothing. That is nearly unheard of in Hollywood, where scandals about infidelity occur more frequently than new songs. Papoose stood rock solid, demonstrating a level of devotion and commitment that is almost impossible to find. When Remy eventually walked out of those prison gates, Papoose was waiting for her with open arms, not only to reunite but also to assist her in readjusting to life outside the walls. This demonstrated once more that his love wasn't just words, it was action. Their marriage flourished, and their bond grew stronger. By 2018, the couple celebrated the birth of their daughter, embracing their beautifully blended family. The first big red flag came when Remy failed to publicly wish Papoose a happy Father's Day. Remy had always been vocal about how amazing Papoose was as a husband and a father, so this was a huge deal. Remy had a child from a previous relationship, and Papoose had 3 of his own, but they managed to make it work flawlessly. They weren't just a couple. They were a team, inspiring countless fans who looked up to them as the epitome of love and loyalty. Always praising him, calling him the best partner and parent, and proudly displaying their picture-perfect family. When Father's Day arrived and Remy remained silent, fans quickly began to speculate that this was completely out of character for her. People quickly realized that the silence was deepening, but what made things worse was Papoose's response. Rather than waiting for Remy to acknowledge him, he took to social media to send himself a Father's Day greeting. Papoose shared a picture of himself and the kids on social media, but the worst part was that Remy wasn't in the photo. His caption, "Family is everything," said a lot, and fans quickly filled the comments with questions like, "Where's Remy?" Some followers even went so far as to say rude things like, "You married a woman who wasn't deeply in love with you, but you, on the other hand, were blindly in love with her. Now you're seeing the truth." But things didn't get out of hand until the rumors started to circulate. It was like an earthquake. The word on the street was that Remy had cheated on Papoose with rapper Eazy the Block Captain. This revelation rocked fans to their core because Eazy wasn't just any random name in the rap world. He and Papoose actually lived in the same circles. For Remy Ma to hook up with Eazy the Block Captain behind Papoose's back was a betrayal on so many levels that fans couldn't comprehend. The pain wasn't just at an industry event. When Papoose confronted Eazy, the streets claimed that Papoose not only confronted him but also knocked him unconscious, leaving Eazy sprawled on the ground in front of everyone. The internet wasted no time in making fun of Eazy for being removed, and the memes were relentless. In his desperation to save face and deny that the fight ever occurred, Eazy took to social media, posting, "You'll want something bad to happen to me so bad, dog." The fallout, according to eyewitnesses, was intensely emotional and physical. In another tweet, he vented further, saying, "I'm not mad about rumors. I'm not mad about false stories, because as the person I am, I understand. But when I see people happy at the possibility something happened to me, it's unacceptable. Now I give 2 SHS about nobody. We are not friends, and I finally get it. Asterisk asterisk." Things heated up even more when Eazy decided to call out Papoose directly. He posted, "Real men do real things, right? Io, Papoose, clear these rumors before I do." Papoose refused to comment or even address the rumors, remaining silent instead. Fans believed that his silence meant there was truth to the drama. But Papoose's refusal to respond only fueled the rumors further. When Remy finally did speak, her response was unexpected. Rather than explicitly addressing the suspicions of cheating or the alleged fight, she tweeted, "I'd like to apologize to everyone that was disappointed tonight because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all the opponents." Her mysterious remark left admirers perplexed. Was she trying to avoid the drama, or was this her way of indirectly addressing it? Remy sought to deflect criticism on Twitter by saying, "I tried. And can you guys please stop with the Eazy and Pap lies? There's no place like Chrome. Right back at it. See y'all in August." However, this only made things more dubious. Anyone who knows Papoose knows that his silence throughout this entire ordeal was a serious warning sign. Normally, he would be the first to defend Remy, always at her side, protecting her. He was the kind of husband who wouldn't let anyone treat her disrespectfully without speaking up. So, this total silence amid the flurry of rumors and accusations left fans wondering. If Papoose wasn't jumping to her defense, did it mean the accusations of infidelity had some merit? Silence speaks louder than words. Usually, he would be the first to clap back, shut down accusations, or call out anyone slandering Remy's reputation. But this time, he did nothing. Fans who watched his lack of response felt that it only made the claims seem more true. Historically, Papoose has been open about his love for Remy and frequently spoke well of her and their bond. So, when he went completely silent during such a turbulent time, it left everyone wondering whether their long-time relationship was as stable as it seemed. For a while, the drama seemed to subside, and the rumors faded as people moved on to the next Hollywood scandal. But just when it seemed like everything had calmed down, things took a crazy turn. the rumors began to swirl again. And this time, the internet exploded with new allegations that Remy had blocked Papoose after cheating on him once more. The couple's already unstable relationship was thrown back into the spotlight after the news shocked social media. It all began during a rap battle between Remy and Easy the Block Captain. GK Gotti and Easy were paired up, and let me tell you, things quickly heated up. If you've ever watched a rap battle, you already know that rappers don't mince words, they go straight for the jugular. And Gotti wasn't about to play nice. During the showdown, grabbing the microphone, Gotti unleashed a bombshell that shook the room. Remy cheated on Papoose with Easy. The audience erupted. The atmosphere was electric, and when that revelation dropped, it was like gasoline on a fire. The rumors that had been brewing were suddenly reignited, creating an even bigger mess. To make matters worse, Gotti's delivery of the line made it seem like this was an open secret, like everyone in those circles had already been whispering about the drama. Fans couldn't